Well, hello everybody, a warm welcome. I am so excited about this hour. We have got the one-day special, the launch of our That's Crafty one-day special. And you know what That's Crafty brings you. Always crafty goodies that you can absolutely adore. Someone else that we adore is our lovely Jo. How are you, Jo?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. Yes, very good, and very much looking forward to this. This is so me. I love autumn.
It's really it. Now,
Yeah.
look, one-day special time. Price is always going to be great. So $27.95. We're getting a lot here. I want to put this into context. The stamps alone would be, well, you were telling me, what, $14.99? $14.99 just for stamps. But you hit the nail on the head when you said about autumn. Let me just show you with regard to those stamps. I've got them in my hand here. Now, how beautiful are those? Not just autumn, of course, because with this set we can go through all the seasons: spring, summer, winter. You've got beautiful leaves, that lovely tree that you can build on as well. Because we've got the leaves here, we can build it in any direction. Like you have it windswept, you can go autumnal with. Well, that's a nice inspiration, Jo.
Isn't it beautiful? It really is gorgeous. And basically what Rachel's done here is she's stamped. This is a perfect example of how well these stamps work with the stencil. This is one of the stencils that you get in the one-day special. Do you know, I know this sounds fickle, but I would actually buy it for that stencil. I love it.
Oh, well,
I just adore that stencil.
The stencils,
the stamps.
Yeah.
So the stamps are actually designed by Melina. So Melina is, as you know, a very special designer for Laura and Graham at That's Crafty.
Yeah.
And she just, what I love about Melina's work is it's so easy to work with. Yeah. And this is what all of the team say as well. They can do so much with them because she leaves them quite open, as in...
Gives you that space.
That's right.
I'm noticing, so I've just held up a load of examples with just the tree. Something you pointed out though, we're not just getting the tree.
No.
Wait till you see these. The stencils are incredible. Now, I'm going to show you a few. So here you've just got beautiful sort of texture, wood grain. Then we've got leaves as well.
Yes, and also just to point out, these leaves, or later on down the counter, you will see some crafty board and also some MDF leaves. Now these match these leaves, so you can actually put them on the top and go through. So
we're getting those, but let me pop those down for a second. You're also getting the stencils. There are two aspects to them. So you've got the stencil that gives you the base, which you can see here. Then in the same set, you've got the detail. So you're actually getting two stencils in one there. The detail is incredible.
Isn't it beautiful? Really, really is. And these two, this is just...
And then it gives you that aspect that you can just lay over. My goodness, these stencils, they're going to get you excited. So you're getting the stencils. Now I want to put this into context. Stencils, if you were to buy them individually, $19.99. Stamp, $14.99. You put them together, there is a £7 saving. It is a one-day special, and it really is a one-day special. This is a set that's going to get you excited. 393639, your item number. Let me just show you a few more examples of how it could be used. We have got, we're just looking at the wood grain now. Now the characters you're seeing here, the little rabbit and all the other characters, we have got stamp sets on the show where you'll be able to find those as well. Okay, I think we've got to move on, but this is the one-day special. We will be seeing it in action. It's a good one-day special.
It's gorgeous.
Jo.
It is
it's a
really
good one-day
lovely.
special. Right, so $27.95 your price there. 393639 your item number. Already getting very busy for our one-day special. This is the launch, and you're hidden in on the ground floor. Okay, we're going to move on. We've got some MDF for you. Thing is, you've got some beautiful stamps. You want to get the most out of it with projects to make. Now, I'm curious, because here with our stencils, would we be able to... Yeah.
Yes.
So these are the same size as the stencil.
They are.
Let me just show you. If I just put that in there. So you can see the leaves that you've got here are the exact leaves that you'll have on the MDF. So you can put all that texture onto MDF. So if you have got the one-day special, this is worth your consideration. $13.99. And you're also getting, if I hold this up, this is the nice one.
Yes, they are. Now, Amanda, if you're watching, your parcel just went slightly away before the Facebook Live, but we have got it now, as you can see, this beautiful wreath. It is just beautiful. It really is gorgeous. So what Amanda's done here is she's actually used two sizes, and she's used the wood grain stencil in the one-day special.
Clever.
To create the wood effect, which looks superb.
Oh, so that wood grain stencil,
Yes.
it just shows you're going to get such good use out of it.
Well,
I'll put it on everything.
I love it, I really do, and you'll see it throughout. And this one, how different this looks in the black and white. This is one of Amanda's, and it is so very, very different. When I first saw this photograph, it really struck me as being so sophisticated, isn't it?
What about this one now? Bit of colour.
And this one's one from Shelley, and what she's done here is it's one of the smaller hoops. So I do believe you get 4 different sizes, don't you?
Yes.
And so the smaller hoop, and what she's done is she's wrapped it obviously in hessian to give it that basket weave feel, using the stamps from the one-day special to create those beautiful leaves all the way around.
Lovely.
And this is the smallest, the very tiny one, but of course you get them all. And this is one of Fliss's. Now, what Fliss has done here is she's actually used obviously the hoop, and she's also used one of the MDF leaves there. But I love the way that she's put the crystals, like the seed beads, on the top of it.
Yeah, that's nice.
And in a window, wouldn't that look lovely?
Would look stunning.
Yes.
$13.99 your price. You're getting the leaves, and you're also getting the circles in there as well. 620-352 your item number. Okay, so we've got a lot to be playing around with. One thing as a company that's Crafty do so well, they give us the sort of mediums, the stamps, the stencils that get you excited as a crafter. And ultimately, this is the whole point of Hochanda. I think the success of Hochanda is built on the fact that crafting should be fun.
Oh, it's absolutely is. And this is it, because Laura is a crafter herself, as well as a very successful businesswoman.
Yeah.
And so what she likes to do is she likes to continue the story through. So we've got the surfaces to work on as well.
We're seeing this here now. What you're getting is your surface, MDF driftwood and plaques, and your skinny set as well. So you're getting everything that you're seeing here. Let me show you this from Fliss. Whoa, that's good.
Isn't it beautiful? It really is stunning, isn't it? So using crackle medium in the background, the leaves, the Crafty board leaves and the MDF leaves, sprays that we've got, you know, lots of different things. And then I love this driftwood. This is one of Amanda's. And that owl, of course, is one of the sets. It's actually set 2 of the autumn collections that we have got on the set that we talked about. How well they all go together.
They look
Isn't this gorgeous from Amanda? And what she's done is she's used all those beautiful different coloured leaves falling from, it's one of the skinnies. Just these are lovely, lovely surfaces to work on. Make lovely gifts.
$10.99 your price, and you're getting everything that you're seeing here. 5 so what this does, you can put these together, and it effectively gives you that project that you're seeing there. So it gives you and then you've got the sort of driftwood that you can put together. 570-278 your item number. We've got some Crafty board sheets for you now to have a little look at. So Crafty board sheets, what I love about this, it's so easy to get going with them, push them out and done. Yeah,
absolutely. It's very, very easy. It's very, very light, but very substantial. So it really is saying one thing and then saying something completely different.
Yeah.
Mark has actually put those on the board. So you're actually getting 2 sheets of 2 lots. And you see on the board, that's all the ones that you're getting. And yeah, you get an awful lot.
Yeah, we like these.
Yeah.
$13.96 is your price, 414-476 your item number. Now, Joe was just alluding to the animal stamps. We're just going to share those with you as we head to demonstration. You're getting 40 stamps in total. You're also getting the 2 acrylic stamping blocks as well, saving £5. $49.94 is your price there. 927-405 your item number. What you'll find with these stamps is they've been used a lot. The characters, so the rabbit, the owl, the fox, the toadstools, you will see them in a lot of the finished samples that we will be sharing with you this hour. So we're going to start having a little play with the one-day special. Got to tell you, oh, Joe, this is a biggie. 9 minutes into the show. Wait, I'm going to wait 20 seconds to share this with you. I'll tell you why. I'm going somewhere with this. Just bear with me. This is the one-day special, $27.95. You're getting the stamps, you're getting the stencils. It is now 5 more seconds, as it won't work. 10 minutes into the show exactly, and 10% of the stock has gone.
Oh,
there is a beautiful symmetry to it. It is the universe calling you and telling you this is a great buy. No, genuinely though, when you look, the stencils are stunning. It's the only way I can describe them. The detail in the stencils, the fact that you can lay that base layer and then overlay the detail on. You've got the leaves in there as well. You've got the wood texture, the grain, and on top of that, you have just got a stunning, stunning stamp set that can take you through the whole seasons, all the seasons, the whole year, I should say. Spring, summer, winter, autumn. So, you know, sometimes you have a set and we say it's more specific to a certain season.
Yes.
This is just taking through all.
And I think this is what Melina does so very, very well.
All
so
right,
what we're going to do is we are going to play around with this project. Now,
Well, that's nice.
I know.
It's kind of like a tree of life.
Yeah, I was really pleased with this. So
That's beautiful.
Basically, we're going to use the everything basically that is in the one day special.
Yeah.
We are, and instead of doing a big project like I sometimes do, just to start off with, I'm going to do some card projects to show you how versatile the actual stamps and stencils are. So.
Nice.
So what we're going to do is we're just going to take a plain piece of white smooth card.
Okay.
I've already got my mats and layers all sorted there. Now we're going to use the stencil in 2 different ways. We're going to what you've got
put the black card behind it just so we can see that.
Of course.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Perfect.
There we go. So this is that is your negative.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
That's right. And then, of course, that is your positive. I adore this leaf.
That is nice.
Like you said, when we were talking, first of all, about the One Day Special, the detail on this is just gorgeous.
Yeah.
And if you put that, in fact, you could see on the actual example, on the black with the white paste through, just put that through a stencil, mat and layer that up. I just think it's just so fresh and so lovely, isn't it?
The more I look at it, do you know what I'd also be tempted to do? Cheeky emboss. Run it through your die cutting machine.
Yes.
Get the emboss.
Yes,
I think it'll look fantastic.
definitely. Yeah. Right, so what we're going to do first is I'm going to use this part as to go around to create the background colour. So this area here. Okay, so we're going to build it up nice and slowly.
Nice.
So what I also love about Melina's stamps is you can either take them to basically to completely a higher level of stamping, doing different techniques and obviously your mixed media and everything like that. Or you can use them for your card making like we're doing here. Now I'm actually using here Wild Honey. It's one of the oxides, and what I'm going to do is you could actually fasten this down.
Tape it down.
But I'll use a repositional spray glue if you want to. But I'm quite happy holding it where it should be. It's the other way around, but it doesn't really matter. It doesn't make any difference at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go from the outside. Now, if I get a slight bit going into the middle of the actual leaf, it's not going to make a great deal of difference. Try not to. Don't sort of force the issue as such. Yeah. But if you do, don't worry. Right. I did on the original because some areas right at there you go. Look, there's a bit there, but just don't worry about that. Yeah. And you'll see why shortly. So just smoothing that around.
Lovely.
Okay. And I cannot believe how beautiful the day has been. It's a perfect autumn day today, isn't it?
It's been nice.
To
it's been sunny, hasn't it?
It's been gorgeous.
It's been very cold, but
yes,
sunny.
it's been chilly.
I don't mind when it's cold and sunny.
No, I don't at all.
Yeah.
I think it's refreshing. I'd like to say it kills the... my nanan would have said, it kills the germs, kills the bugs. A good old frost.
Yeah.
So just take what you're doing is you're actually just wiping it away from the stencil, okay, and then just turn it round. So like I say, if you want to do, please fasten it down. I'm quite happy just to hold it like this. So just
it's a beautiful colour.
Wiping it away. It's nice and cheerful, isn't it? And it really strikes out once you take the actual stencil away. It really does look quite happy and vibrant. Just need a little bit more. That's it.
Now, as we're doing this,
yes,
viewers and all our Hochanda family, everyone watching right now, I love it when they get ahead and have a little look. And so many of you have been shopping ahead. I have got to show you something. Oh, there we go. That wasn't me. Matt, everyone's looking at me and hearing that noise. I did have a curry. Let's just have a little look.
Behave.
You are getting both of the acrylic liquid wax. There has never been a show so far where I featured these and they haven't sold out. That's just my own personal experience. The liquid wax is incredible. And do you know, the thing that really I can't get my mind around, with your liquid wax, it works like a wax, but it's actually water-based. It's just, how is that even possible? $12.98. If you've never seen this before, you'll realise why a lot of viewers are already shopping ahead for it. We will be hopefully looking at this hour. Liquid wax is incredible. What is it about the liquid wax that people go nuts for? It's
because, exactly what you said, it's not what you expect it to be, a liquid wax. So I'm just going to, and of course you can use your brushes with it. You can wash them through with just the water. It's great. It really is, and no doubt in this hour we'll touch on that. Right, so I'm just going to take that off, and you can see there I've got that lovely leaf. Yeah. Now you can see it a couple of times. I did rush it, admittedly, because we've got a lot to get through, but that won't matter. I promise you.
Jo,
okay? Yes.
It's not going to work as well as before, but we're 16 minutes into the show.
Oh.
16% of the stock hasn't gone. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
20% of the stock's
20?
We're only now we're 17 minutes in the show.
I'm so pleased because
we're really busy for this.
I love this collection.
It's watching you work with it, looking at the samples. You can see the design team have really been inspired by it, and that's a good sign. We're seeing some wonderful inspirations in front of us here. Oh, love that.
Honestly, this is just beautiful, isn't it? It really is. And by adding just a few bits of foliage from outdoors, a few artificial little bits there, it just creates such a beautiful piece. And do remember, of course, if you make something, you can sell it.
Of course.
Yes.
Right.
Now, what I've done is I've actually just sprayed, just with my water spray over, because it's an oxide, I've got a little bit of tissue here. I'm just going to dab off now, and that creates a really lovely background.
Oh yeah, like that.
Yeah, it just gives another dimension to it. Very, very simple to do, but very, very easy. Now, what I'm also going to do is, but what I will do, I'll just do a little bit of it, and then I will do that a little bit, finish it off, perhaps while you're chatting shortly.
Okay.
But what I want to do is, I want to show you, I'm going to just bring this in. Can you see? What I wanted to achieve was depth in it. You wouldn't think that that was just basically a flat piece of card, would you? Because you've got that depth. But just going around the edges here, you can see what I've done is I've took just a pencil, a colouring pencil, like a water-based pencil, and just gone around the edges like so. Just all around. Now I'm not being too fussy, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to blend it round.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going around the edges like so.
Nice.
Okie dokie, and I'll just go a little bit further, and then just show you what I mean by just blending it out, because it's a watercolour pencil.
Yeah.
There we go, and then just taking a spot of water.
Do you mind if we talk while you work?
No,
I
don't mind at all.
I'm just intrigued, because I actually got some of the wax, and I've been playing around with it. I've still got a lot left at home. I barely touched one pot really, and I've used it a lot. How do you tend to, because I find with the wax, I've been using it on embellishments just to give it that little gloss finish. Yeah,
so lots and lots of reasons to actually use the wax. So just before I tell you about that, I'll just show what, just very quickly, all I'm doing is with a circle movement, just
blending
round. Can you see? And then what it does is it just blends any parchers out there will actually recognise doing this, because we do this a lot when we're doing painting onto our parchment. So what it's doing is it's pushing the colour back onto the edge of the actual stencil, but it's then giving that nice softness about it. Okay. It does
smooth it out, yeah.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So, right, so with regards to the wax, basically it first came out when we did a journal show, and it was for protecting the journal covers and the embellishments on the journal. But of course, we're crafters, aren't we? So we're going to find so many more things to do with it. Now, can you see around this edge for a start? This is embossing powder. It's actually one of the aged embossing powders from Frantage Stampenders.
Yes,
Oakwood Archer, you'll find that under. And I actually use the wax all the way around the edge to apply, and I will show you that actually as we go through.
If you maybe hold it straight and give it a wobble, we can get a good look.
Of course.
That's okay. So you can see that.
Can you see? That's actually an embossing. There we go.
That's it, yeah.
This is an embossing powder, but to actually adhere an embossing powder like this to any surface, basically, you need something for it to stick onto. Gritty. I use the wax for that.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, and also, can you see this splattering effect that I've got here? Oh, Jimmy on the camera.
He's on it.
Thank you. Look at that. That's brilliant. So the splattering effect, basically, I've took my wax and I've literally got my paintbrush, I've splattered around, put my embossing powder over the top.
Lovely.
Took off the excess and then heated it.
I haven't used the wax like that.
Oh, honestly, we use it for all sorts of things. Okay. Now, the other thing is, I do believe it was Fliss. Do beg your pardon if it wasn't Fliss. On the design team, on the last lot when we did Melina's butterflies, she mixed some wax with glitter and then she painted her butterfly with the wax with glitter in, and it was like a glitter varnish.
What? That's so clever.
Oh, it was beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. It really was. So, of course, we're ordering it now. The other thing you can do is, and I'm just going to show you very quickly because I think this is worth just showing. Is that okay if I do that?
Yeah, go for it.
So I've just popped a little bit of my paint.
Can we just, when you dip in, can you just show us?
Yeah,
dip in and just show you the consistency. Now, look, this is the small pot of wax. You're getting 2 pots.
Yeah, this is the small. This is the one I tend to bring with me. I top up from my big one, and we thought that that's why it was quite a good idea to have both pots.
A water-based wax.
Yeah. Okay. So it's an oxymoron, isn't it?
It is. You just don't. It doesn't make sense.
Basically, what it is, it's environmentally friendly beeswax.
Okay.
So that's what it is. Nice. It actually appears like a beeswax, and of course you would spend a lot more money. If I just took a little bit of this, using it like a water, if I added it now into my distress ink, and I'll just do it on the back of this because of course we're not going to see that, and then what we can do is we can actually now varnish with a coloured varnish.
So wait, we've just coloured our varnish.
Yeah, we've coloured now. We've coloured the wax. With using that, and also we can.
And that would work. Would it work as a resist as well? So if we were to blend over it,
absolutely works as a resist. And also, if we do exactly the same with our multi-surface paints, just taking a little bit of that, tiny amount, just taking some of the wax, and then it's basically watering it down, but it's not watering it down. It's then going to create.
Joe, I've not been doing enough with my waxes.
No, honestly, we keep finding different things because it's such a versatile product, and that's why it does sell out time and time again.
Okay.
Yeah, so there you go.
Sorry we interrupted.
No, not at all.
The wax is very, very busy.
It's like an exam. Just remember all those things.
Just going to show you here that we will be playing with it through the duration of the one-day special, because remember there's a few hours here, today and tomorrow. So that you're getting both these pots for $12.98. 2 pots. It is incredible stuff. 887-898 the item number. We've also got a big update with the one-day special. Ooh, a quarter of the stock of the one-day special has gone.
Fantastic.
We are busy for a one-day special. Remember, you're not only getting the stamps, you're getting the stencils in there as well. These 2 stencils either side of the stamp, they're 2 components. The stencils are 6.5 by 7.5 each.
A good size.
They
really
are
a good size. So, so what I've done is I'm using a VersaFine and just light tapping as usual. Always ink to stamp, not stamp to ink.
Yes.
Oh, I'm a bit of an old matron for that, you know, Yanis. I bet anybody that comes to my workshop is going, "Yep, she is."
you must miss doing your workshops.
I am desperately missing my workshop. I am so missing seeing all of my ladies going out and about and travelling around. Oh, honestly, I can't tell you how much I'm missing everybody.
You've been posting. You've been putting some great posts on social media.
I'm trying to. I'm trying to, as much as I can. Yeah. So I'm going to actually stamp this into the. So I've got my. See where the actual the leaf stalk is. So I'm going to pop my tree in there. And of course they're clear stamps, which that enables us to be able to see exactly where we're going. Now this is actually one of the That's Crafty stamp blocks. I like these because you can see where you're going. They're nice. I like the actual slimness of them, but they've also got that cross in the middle for you to, if you want to do, you can actually do directional stamping and keep it nice and formed. So. Right, so giving it a good old do. The detail is just lovely. Okay. And then there we go. Oh,
that's nice.
Isn't it lovely? Yeah.
Love it. That tree.
Yeah.
That tree's great. But do you know what the best part of the tree for me is the fact that we've got full autonomy to go in any direction you like. You can have the tree by itself, so a winter tree, sort of bare. You can add a few leaves, you can make it full of leaves summer, or you can let the leaves drop for the autumn. So you really are taking through all the seasons.
Yeah, this is it. And not only that, what Melina's done is, and I'll bring in the front cover here just to show you, what Melina does, and she tends to do this, and she's done it throughout all the autumn collection stamps, is she actually does the leaves in one size, so they're sizable to actually do a standalone projects, but also she does them in the smaller sizes as well. So of course we can do what we're going to do with the with them now. Lovely. So I have just thrown some clear embossing powder over the top because it just gives it that little bit more pop. And of course the other thing is, if you want to watercolour it, it does make it that little bit easier. Yeah. To keep the lines nice and clear. Yeah. What I do love about this stamp is the clarity of it. It's very simple in a very stylish way. Yes. Does that does make sense. Yeah, that makes some sense. So what it just gives it that really nice. Yeah. So I've got my flat matte spray, which is the walnut, which I am going to use. And
you can find the sprays on the website. They're part of a pick and mix.
Yeah. So just taking that. Now what we do need to do is, with this, with the sprays, is you need to build up a little bit with the lighter ones. Yeah. Even though this is walnut, you do need to actually build up the colour. So leave that to dry. I'm just going to do the one. So then we can just add a bit, add more detail.
Just let everyone know as we're doing this, we are now at 30% of the stock for the one-day special. It is really busy. Now, let's put this into context. This is the stock that has been allocated. We thought we'd have enough stock for 24 hours. The fact that 30 minutes into the show, 30% of the stock has gone, it gives you an indication of just how busy we are for the one-day special. Don't miss out. It is phenomenal. And I hope you're enjoying the show as much as we are.
Yeah, so I did just go out the lines there, but don't worry, because I'm rushing. Obviously, you know, you've got loads of time at home. Yeah. I know we always say that, but it is true, isn't it? We try and get as much in as what we can. So just giving that a little bit of a dry. Now, what I would do is I would do another coat on there, and then I could do a little bit of shading down the side of the tree as well. But but I'm going to go ahead now and add the leaves. So what we've got obviously lots of choice. Again, and also I just want to point out what I do is actually, I say I do, that's a bit of a royal we. Mark actually laminates these. He's a good guy,
we like Mark.
When I get some new stamps from That's Crafty, I'll laminate them, and then that your stamps can actually go on, and it keeps them nice and clean. Yeah,
we're really busy for this one-day special. I'm so pleased.
Yeah, I'm thrilled to bits. I really am, because I think it's a beautiful collection.
And I've got so much time for That's Crafty as a company. I really do.
Oh, honestly, they work so hard. Now, you won't often see me doing this, I have to say, taking my stamp to my ink, but needs must tonight because of speed.
Jo, I mean, how easy is that to build up?
I know, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Come on, look at that. All right, done. I was looking forward to seeing you add the leaves, but seeing you work like now.
Aren't they pretty?
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. So I've chosen just the one leaf, the one design, but of course you can mix and match. Now this is where, if you did go slightly over, like I did, because what you need to remember is I'm also a crafter, and we do make mistakes sometimes. Just go over the top, look, see, and you don't actually see it. You don't see it. So it's covered up. So I'm just dotting around. Of course, what you can also do is you can do different greens. You can do obviously add in a little bit of brown, a little bit of.
But you know what's nice as well? If you went darker greens too, you can go with the different tones. I have to say we've had a huge surge. Now we've been pretty much busy since launching this one-day special. Has been busy, but since you started laying down the leaves, we've had a massive surge of viewers popping it into their basket, and I'm not surprised. Look at that.
Well, I've got another demonstration actually. I think I might be doing that at the 8 o'clock one, showing you how to do a complete piece just using the tiny leaves out of this set. Honestly, they're just lovely. They really are. It's a super set, and with the combination, obviously of the stencils for that price, I just think it's
do you know what I like about this? It's a good price. It's not going to break the bank as well. No. $27.95. Look, if you spend any money, it's always a considered purchase, whether it's £5 or £500. But I mean, as a crafter, $27.95. The amount of use you're going to get from the stamps and the stencils, I think that really is good value for money.
It's a very, it is, well, it's not a very generic set, it is a generic set as well. So you're not looking at female, male, one or the other, you're not looking at children, it's never going to date.
That's so important.
No, it's never going to date.
Because we've all done that. We've bought stamp sets that we love, and then you're like, oh, I don't want to use this now. Kind of the moment's gone.
When I first started stamping, I bought for one purpose and one purpose alone, and it was silly. It really was silly, but you know, you learn. They are sometimes, once in a blue moon, I will buy something that's really, really special, and I think, but I do always think, no, I'm going to be using that for more than that.
And we always
so there we go. So you can see.
Do you mind lifting that up and let's have a look at camera one?
Absolutely.
If you maybe straighten it. There we go.
That's up. Yeah, of course. Now again, like we said,
Joe, up straight.
Sorry.
There you go. So we can really see it. That's beautiful.
I would maybe put a little bit more on, but I want to just move on to just the next thing. So
you're showing us the techniques. That's
absolutely. And this is what I want to do on this. On these shows over the next 24 hours.
Go for it.
Now, so what we've done is we've obviously woodcolour our tree a little bit more, maybe a few more leaves. Go all the way round like I've done here, because that gives it that lovely depth. And then what we're going to do is we're going to show you now how to use the wax. So. First of all, we're going to go around the edges.
Jo, now we've had questions about what's the size of the actual leaf. Are we talking the stencil? With the stencil, do you know the actual size? Have you got? Can you measure on the?
Yes, I've got the mat here. So let me just. So if we go from. So the bottom. So I've got the bottom on the actual line there, and the top there. It actually goes right up to. 5 inches. I'm sorry, I don't do centimetres.
That's all right. No,
well, I do, but I haven't got. And then if you do it the other way,
about 4.
Yeah. No. If we do it this way on, if we put the line, the stalk there, it actually goes 8.
Okay.
Well, it's 7. It will be 7.5, won't it? Because it's 7.5 by 6.5 the stencil. But you can see that the leaf actually goes almost to the top. And almost to the bottom, and then you've got about ½ an inch either side.
Cool.
So this piece of card, I think this would be better if I did it like that.
So this is, I can't wait to see
this piece of card is 7 by 7.
Okay.
Okay, so
fits nicely.
yeah, so it's a.
So I'm so looking forward to seeing the wax.
So just a clean brush, of course.
Yeah.
We wash these out, of course.
Now,
in
just let you know,
water.
2/3 of the stock has gone for the wax. It is busy and it is at risk of selling out in the launch show. So if you want to get it, and the thing is, we are asking questions to see if we can get hold of any more. But if we do get hold of any more, it will be on extended delivery. So my advice, if you really want it and you want it on immediate dispatch, now's the time to pop it into your basket. I mean, $12.98 for 2 pots. Good value for money.
Oh, it's superb value. And if you are going for any of the surfaces, so for the wreaths, to go and do your the leaves on the top, oh, they're just...
Give it a glaze.
It's exceptional.
Yeah.
Because what you're getting is you're not getting a shine so that it's a little bit too... what's the word without being...
Garish?
Yeah, garish. That's not... Yeah, that's all right. But you are getting... you're getting something that looks really finished,
and
you know?
That's a good description, finished. And also,
nice finished,
use it for your papers or your embellishments. Just go over with your, and even if you've created something, sentiment, just going over the wax, it protects it, but gives it that finishing touch.
Oh, yeah.
Look at this though. I've never done this with it.
Oh, I do it all the time now. I don't use anything else. I used to use Versamark.
Yeah.
And the thing is with Versamark, if you can imagine, I've got one here, but if you can imagine, it's a rectangle.
Just gives you straight lines.
It gives you straight, very, very straight, you know, sort of in there. I know I've done that with the paintbrush because I quite like that bit, like that. But if you wanted it like that, you couldn't get it like that.
No.
So I'm just going to tip that out, pop that back in there. Of course, you can use any of your embossing powders. It doesn't have to be this particular type. You will find it on the website because I do know that it's generally in stock. So then when we heat this,
yeah, you've got that.
Yep. You just with your heat tool,
Joe,
just exactly like you would when you are using it when you're embossing, when you're stamping. Okay, so look, it's beautiful, isn't it?
That's such a clever use of the wax. Why have I never done this with the wax before?
Honestly, it basically is a multi-purpose tool.
Yeah.
And it's such a good. It goes such a long way as well. I think this is the thing. You know, the saying that we've adopted is that we've sold more wax on here than Madame Tussauds. But yeah, so you can see it really does go so well. And the other thing is, when it's heated, it smells lovely. That's just totally immaterial, but it does. It smells really lovely. So just doing that just around the edges, not being long.
I've got to tell you, with the wax, 80% of the stock has gone with flying. One day special busy, wax busy. Actually, everything on the show is busy this hour.
It just all gels so well together, everything. Laura has this amazing ability to put a show together so well, and to get hours and hours and hours of enjoyment out of a product. Those stencils, they'll never wear out, you know. So the other thing, of course, and we did talk about this, is just get another paintbrush. Not enough on my, there we go, there's a bit more. There we go, so just, there we go.
We're just going to tell you, we've left the details of the wax on the screen just to show you that we have gone limited stock now with the wax. I started off the hour when we first showed you the wax by saying I've never, just me as a presenter, my own experience, I have never presented a show with Joe where we feature the wax and it hasn't sold out. Now I did think with the one day special, I know we got a lot of wax just because it is always busy. Yeah. The fact that it is going to be selling out, and look, there's no way, no ifs or buts about it, the wax will be going this hour, I'm going to call that. If you do want to get, actually it's gone, technically sold out. If it is in your basket, please make sure to check out. We are going to make some calls. We're not sure, because obviously it's 6 o'clock now, if we can add some more stock today or maybe tomorrow. But as it stands, if it is in your basket, check out. If any bounce back, I will let you know, and it'll be a question of fastest fingers first. Okay.
It does go remarkably well though with the whole of the programme of what we've got on here. So if you're in any doubt as to whether you would use it, you will definitely use it. And the most important thing is it's a water base, so it's not going to affect any of your, you don't have to buy special brushes. Like for instance, when you're using beeswax, and that's just what, I use beeswax an awful lot for using for embellishment.
It's expensive.
It's very expensive. And also it's not terribly environmentally nice, is it really? Because obviously, but it's also, it is expensive and you have to be very cautious of where you use it.
Could you pick that up to camera 1 and give it a shake? Maybe straight up.
Of course, this way, yeah. There we go. So what I've done now is it's just splattered it. You can see. Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
The glaze.
So just using that.
Beautiful.
It just adds it, doesn't it? It
Jo,
really
would it be
does.
okay if we had a very quick recap?
Absolutely.
We're 40 minutes in. Is that
Absolutely.
okay?
Of course it is. Yes.
So, well, we're 40 minutes into the show and we are over 40% of the stock with the one-day special. It seems to be tracking the time at the moment. What you're getting here, that's Crafty. You've got Melina's tree and leaves, stamps and stencils. And Melina is an incredibly talented crafter, and we all know that, and she brings us the most beautiful, engaging designs. Have a look at those leaves. They are so rich in detail, movement. You've got wonderful designs that you can bring to life in so many regards. And the thing with that is Crafty, so many of us, we like card making, or paper crafters, mixed media, home decor. You can go in so many different directions with what you get. Let me just show you with regard, we're just looking at some inspirations here, just to break down the one-day special for you. So, firstly, you are getting the stamps. If I just show you here. Now, we've been playing with this tree. That is such a beautiful tree. This stamp set by itself, just put my hand shot, give you a sense of size, that's $14.99. You've got the beautiful leaves. You can use these for pattern building, creating embellishments for larger projects. You have your sentiments or the titles for each season. And then you've got the smaller trees that Jo was using that you can add into this tree. So think about taking your tree from winter, just a barren tree, which, actually, I'll tell you what, let me drop this down and we can have a look. So we have got some beautiful inspirations using the tree. Here, let me show you some of these. So a lovely winter tree, which you can see there. I mean, that's just lovely. But then we got, actually, it's another nice winter tree. And as we track back through the seasons, what about autumnal trees? So that's really nice. I'm going to be showing you these characters in a moment, actually. I love the leaves on the ground. Isn't that clever? Because you can do that. You've got the scope to do that. If you wanted to go a bit grungier, you can do that as well. So it's a really, really nice tree. But let's get on to the stencils as well, because you're going to get, do you know, in effect, you're getting 6 stencils. I know we say that you're getting 4. Let me explain my logic, why I'm saying 6. Because 2 of the stencils are, and that's on parchment. Who did that? That's on parchment.
Yes,
it's lovely.
Shelley's done that.
Shelley?
Yes, and also it's double-sided. It's
yeah.
Reversible, isn't it? Gorgeous.
I'll just show you. You can just see the reverse there as well. Shelley, that is seriously good. That would have taken some time to do. All right, let me just pop that down.
And that was before lockdown.
I'll leave it there. Let's just see. It's a beautiful piece. Let me just show you this. When we talk about the stencil, so you've got your, effectively your layer, your mat, and then your detail that you can add in. So you can use them separately, you can overlay as well, so use them as an overlay stencil. Again here, another set. So we've got our base layer, so another really nice leaf that you can then add the detail to. Then we have more beautiful decadent leaves in the mix. Now this has just been done with texture paste, so you can use that, or you can use your inks, you can spritz. And then we've seen a lot of samples where adding just that wood grain effect using this stencil. So you're getting all the stencils, you're getting the stamps, and my goodness, are we busy for our one-day special. $27.95 for everything that you're seeing here, but ultimately it is the possibilities. Are the stencils capturing your imagination? Are you getting excited about using that wood texture? Where are you going to use it? On your construction, on your MDF, on your card making? By the way, the characters that you're seeing here, should we go through these and have a little look? So they come as a complete set. You're getting all 4, and we will show you that. And I'll go through the stamp sets. There's a cutie warning coming up. You have been warned. Look, you've got the baby bunny there. There's the baby bunny. So that's one, you're getting all the stamps. So you're seeing here 40 stamps in total. They're the bunny, and you've got the mushrooms and the leaves. And then if I just swap those around, just bear with me, I'll pop that down. And here we've got our fox. There's fox and pumpkins and more mushrooms and little fox cubs. So that's another set. Say, they're all included in the details that you're seeing. And there the fox, actually, we'll have a look at that fox. Very cute. With the leaves. Then we've got our owl. So there we go. That's the right way. So I like the different scale, because that can just be an owl in the distance, working on a smaller scale, or a baby. You've got the little wood stump, which is great. The scenes as well. And then finally, if I pop that down, we have the badger. How cool is that? Love badgers. So you're getting all those stamps, and you see them on so many of the inspirations. You're also getting the 2 acrylic blocks in the mix as well for £49.94, saving £5. If something you want to pop into your basket, 927405. All right, Jo, so we will continue the fun.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to make another card. You've never seen me make so many cards. Right, so we're going to actually do this one.
Okay.
What I've done is I thought, do black and white in the background, and then do some colours in the, just going to like a swag down the middle.
Yeah.
So we've also got
swag.
A swag. Yeah, that's quite good for a Friday night this time of night. And I've also done some shrink plastic as well, so we'll do that as well.
Lovely.
Right, so I'll pop that to one side. So basically what we're going to use is, again, we're still using our one-day special. I'll show you basically, we're just going to take our individual leaves. I've done all my cutting, obviously. I'm not going to make you watch me stand here and cut it out. So, right, so I've got my 6. I've got 6 squares. You can see just going across there like so, and then I'm matting them up with some black as well, because it makes them pop that little bit more. Nice. But what I've done is basically I've took one leaf, and let me start getting in the middle there. Right, so taking it off the edge. There we go, on there.
Nice.
And then
you get a nice veinage on the leaf as well.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? Really super. And then just taking it off the edge on that one. So that's one of our squares. And then we're going to continue on using, I'm going to use the same stamp, but just
And I just want to say, as we're doing this, we've got viewers currently. We can see where you're joining us from. We've got viewers watching in the UK. Hello to all our UK family. We've got viewers joining us in Europe. Hello to wherever you're watching us in Europe. And we've also got a lot of viewers joining us in America as well. So wherever you're watching right now, you're part of the Hochanda family. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you're enjoying the show. Yes,
welcome. It's really lovely to have everybody. We really appreciate it, don't we? So doing a variation of the leaves, I've got to say, is quite nice. So that's another one. That's another square. So we'll keep with this stamp now. And of course, this is still on the stamp set from the One Day Special. Okay. So if we want to do, we could do. I love this one. I've got to say, I do tend to use this one a lot. There we go. And then a little bit there. So we'll just do a little bit going in this direction. And so that's another square. So you see how quick you actually build up. So popping it back on there. Then we've got this one. Love this one. Very stylised, isn't it, this leaf? So you've got the ability to add different things in if you want to do. And taking this one and to go one straight down the middle on this one. There we are. And then
got about 6 minutes, Jo.
Okie dokie, thank you. And then I'm going to go in there and just in that one. Oh, I've just got a finger mark there, so you know what we're going to do?
A bit more.
We're just going to go like that. Hey, it's not there anymore.
It's always away.
So that's another one. Okay. There you go. And then
now, just with regard to the One Day Special, We're just approaching 50 minutes into the show, and we're also approaching 50% of the stock. I know, 50% of the stock.
Am I going to get an early bath tomorrow?
Quite possibly, Jo. Quite possibly.
Will I get home for Strictly?
Maybe, maybe. I've got to tell you, we are approaching 50% of the stock with the one-day special, and I'm so pleased that it's been so well received because I know how much effort has gone into bringing you this one-day special, and it is a really good one. I think it's a kind of one-day special that, as crafters, it will get you. You kind of look forward to it arriving home. You want to start playing with all the elements.
Oh, too right. You will. You really will want to get this home, and the amount that you will be able to do. Also, before I forget, because I'm terrible at this, really am. Just wet that back of there. It's got a bit of embossing powder on, so it's not sticking. Okay. There we go. That's it. Also, if it's okay to mention, that's Crafty Creative's Facebook page.
Of course.
I did a very, very quick Facebook Live before we actually came on air, to show all the amazing samples from the design team. Yeah. And I'm also going to share it on the crafting with Hochanda as well, to show them individually. Yeah. Now, I'm sorry that Amanda's parcel didn't arrive, but what I will do is sometime tomorrow I'll do a little video of Amanda's as well, so that we get to see those. It did arrive, but it just wasn't in the place that we wanted it to be. That was all. Okay. So now, the one thing that I want to do is just nip around the edges with a little bit of. This is the rusty hinge, because I think it goes quite well with. Nice. How are we doing for time?
We've got about 3.5 minutes. While you're doing that, can I show some inspirations?
Yes, please. Yes, please. Thank you.
Because all we're going to be doing is edging. Yep. Look, so all the inspirations, and it's worth showing you these because the design team have worked so hard. Using that leaf, now come on, how good is that leaf? And that, I would imagine, has just been spritzed.
Yes, yes, it has.
Love that.
I do believe that I might be wrong, but I think it might be the aubergine out of the actual sprays.
Nice. Oh, look at that.
Isn't that stunning?
That is nice.
So stylish,
nice
isn't it?
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah, so stylish.
If you want to go a bit autumnal, there you go. You can just create a lovely little background with the spray. But how about this is interesting now?
Ah, it's beautiful.
It's going a different direction, building up your own designs in there. If you just wanted to add a little detailing at the bottom of a card with the leaves, you can do that. If you want to have characters to sit on the leaves, the owl, you can see how popular this owl has been. Or what about just the leaves on their own? Now that is a really, really, really nice card. And you're kind of embracing the best of autumn, all those beautiful colours in autumn. There we go. I just wanted to show you those because I felt they were worth seeing.
Thank you, because they really are gorgeous, aren't they? And I'm really loving the way there's been so many, not just the mixed media projects and the home decor, but also the card making from the team as well, because it just shows how well it lends itself to that as well. Yeah. So I'm not going to stick them on because obviously we want to show you other things. So you would just pop them on onto the black, so that little bit of orange just popping through looks really nice. Now what I have also done is the swag. Yeah. Got to do that when you do that. Yeah.
You got swag?
What I've done is I took some watercolour cardstock. It doesn't have to be, but it does seem to lend itself well to it. And I've used a variety of different colours of sprays, a flat matte and also the lustre sprays. And you can see there, it is just fantastic. I love these sprays, you know how much, and I use them for painting, for spraying, for mixing into my gessos.
Give it a wiggle.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? Isn't it gorgeous? So mixing the lustres, and also the. There we go. Oh, that's smashing.
Nice.
That's smashing, thank you. Now, what we get is, of course, we get that beautiful variation.
We've got a minute, Jo.
All righty, okay. What I'll do is, when we come back at 8 o'clock, I'll do the shrink plastic then. Okay. But what I like is, doing this, you get that amazing variation to actually then stamp wherever you want to go with your stamps. So then what you've got is
you've got that beauty.
It does, doesn't it? And that's exactly it. That's what I have done, and then basically just popped them through the middle. We will just do the shrink plastic when we come back though, because I think it's worth
beaten us.
seeing. There's my
I'm
pumpkin.
sorry.
That's okay, but we're coming back.
We are coming back. 8 o'clock. Have you enjoyed it?
I've loved it.
Good.
Thank you.
Jo will be returning at 8. I hope you've enjoyed this hour as well. And I hope we've given you something to think about and got those creative juices bubbling as well. Thank you for your company. This has been the launch of our That's Crafty One Day special. It has been immensely busy and it really should be busy. So enjoy playing with it. Jo and I will be returning at 8.